Good morning, everyone. I'm Chloe Rafferty. One of those crashes was deadly. This one happened around MLK Boulevard just after 7:30 last night. Responders say when they got there, they found a pickup truck overturned, and police tell us an adult died. A juvenile was also taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. We're learning more about what led up to a deadly officer-involved shooting in Charlotte. According to the police chief, officers were first called to a shots fired report around 6 o'clock yesterday morning. When they arrived at the scene in North Charlotte, police say they found a man pointing a gun at another person. Investigators say the officers repeatedly ordered him to drop the gun, but they say the man raised the gun before multiple officers opened fire, killing him. Durham police are investigating an early Saturday morning shooting. Officers say they were first called to MLK Parkway and Fayetteville Road around 5:30 in the morning. That's where they found a man shot on Monterey Creek Drive.
The U.S. Senate will return to Washington tomorrow, looking to hammer out some details that they say are unfinished.
But the U.S. House has already headed home for the holidays. Some are now wondering how lawmakers are going to be able to get anything done. One of the big things the Senate wants to reach a deal on: border security and funding for both Israel and Ukraine. The White House says Ukraine funding will run out by the end of the year if Congress doesn't act. Right now, there's no sign of the House coming back to a vote on a potential deal, even though some other lawmakers believe everyone should still be working.
We're going to keep working. This is too important not to.
I'm fine with staying here and working through the holidays if need be, but we got to make sure that our priorities are the American people's priorities and not Washington, D.C.'s.
Officials say with the House gone, things will probably not end up getting worked on or having a vote until sometime in January. Democratic Governor Roy Cooper may not be running for anything in 2024, but he says he'll be very involved in trying to help Democrats up and down the ballot.
Our Capitol reporter Michael Hyland spoke with the governor, who says there's still a lot on his agenda for his final year in office.
In Raleigh, Michael Hyland, CBS 17 News.
Turning now to the Israel-Hamas war, Israeli officials say they plan not to change their methods of attack against Hamas. Thousands gathered in Tel Aviv, calling for the remaining hostages to be brought home safely. This comes after they learned that another hostage was killed by the terrorist group. The Israeli military also released details regarding the mistaken killing of 3 hostages during an attack in Gaza. Some of the protesters set up tents, vowing to stay there until all of the hostages are released. Today has potential for some bad weather, and it comes at a very bad time for some families. It was just 1 week ago today when an EF1 tornado damaged homes and neighborhoods in Wake County. CBS 17's Amalia Roy checks in on the ongoing cleanup.
In Garner, Amalia Roy, CBS 17 News.
Be sure to keep up with the CBS 17 News and weather app, handy for any alerts or changes to the forecast. It's available right now in your app store. Just search for CBS 17. A nearly $8 million emergency services facility is now open in Garner. The new EMS station will allow paramedics to stay closer to a growing part of the county. It will serve as a home base for crews in southern Wake County. Before this, paramedics would have to drive to downtown Raleigh to stock up on supplies or to service ambulances, then drive back to the south. All of that can now be done out of the Garner facility, shortening response times and preparing them for future growth. The time now is 9:48. Just ahead, many people in our area are spreading holiday cheer through special light displays. We'll take a look at the inspiration behind some of them. And a group of local nonprofits are hoping to give hundreds of people some permanent shelter. We'll take a look at their new project next. I'm Chloe Rafferty with some of the stories you can find on our website. Welcome to the CBS 17 Digital Desk. I'm Chloe Rafferty. Breaking news just into our newsroom. The man accused of shooting 2 Robeson County deputies now facing federal carjacking charges. Fayetteville police are asking for the public's help to help find a man wanted on multiple charges. Police say they're looking for this man, Joshua Page, in connection to an assault. A man is charged after Raleigh police say he intentionally set fire to a church. A Raleigh man charged with incest. Welcome to the CBS 17 Digital Desk. I'm Chloe Rafferty. Police say they're looking for this man who they say stole a metal hitch from a mobile home. I want to introduce you to this high school student in Cary named Ross Shaw, who has a lot to be proud of. A father and a son are charged after deputies say they were found with enough fentanyl to kill 500,000 people. On Thursday, deputies say they found the two of them trafficking opioids during a traffic stop on Greenwood Road near Sanford. They say they found about 2¼ pounds of fentanyl in the car. 54-year-old Robert Bernard Fox Sr. and his son, 23-year-old Robert Bernard Fox II, were arrested. They're each facing several drug charges and received a $250,000 bond. Another arrest also stemmed from the incident. You can read about that in the web story below. For the CBS 17 Digital Desk, I'm Chloe Rafferty.